I'm Sims, and I'm super excited to be doing a storybook time with you guys. I have two 5-year-olds of my own who are twins and they're crazy. So we pulled some of the books that we like to read with them. And as I was choosing these books, I was kind of thinking about the stuff that we are going through here, like at least at my house, what we've been doing since kind of being quarantined and we're all staying home together. And maybe what we're doing at home is a little bit like what you guys are doing at home. So we'll see. But one of the things that we are doing is a lot of artwork. Anybody out there doing any artwork? I hope so. And this is a book called The Dot. And it is about a young girl doing some art. So we'll do that one first. And then in our neighborhood, at least, one of the awesome things about being home like this is that we've gotten to meet a whole bunch more neighbors than we ever met before because we're all home now. And people that worked when we were home are all together. And I just love meeting new people and seeing how unique and special we all are and how awesome that is. So this is one of our favorite books, if you can see that. It's called It's Okay to Be Different. And it talks about all the different ways that we can be different and unique and special and how awesome that is. Yay! I think that means it's working. And then finally, I know that this is a little bit of kind of a scary time also. And so this is one of our favorite books, and it's about a character I hope that most of you know, Humpty Dumpty. And I'm sure you guys know the nursery rhyme that Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall and Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Well, this book is called After the Fall, and it picks up right where that nursery rhyme left off, and it has to do with Humpty Dumpty facing his fears and what he discovers when he finds that courage. So I know it's a bit of a scary time for all of us, so I thought that would be a good one to do. So without further ado, let's go. So this is called The Dot. Okay. By Peter Reynolds. Can you see that picture? It says, art class was over. But Vashti sat glued to her chair. Her paper was empty. Let me see that. This is hard to do. Let's see if I can turn that a little. Vashti's teacher leaned over her blank paper. Ah, a polar bear in a snowstorm, she said. Very funny, said Vashti. I just can't draw. So she has no paper there. Her teacher smiled. Just make a mark and see where it takes you. So Vashti grabbed a marker and gave the paper a good strong jab. There! Well, her teacher picked up the paper and studied it carefully. And she pushed the paper toward Vashti and quietly said, now sign it. So she made a little dot. Vashti thought for a moment. Well, maybe I can't draw, but I can sign my name. And so she did. The next week, when Vashti walked into art class, she was surprised to see what was hanging above her teacher's desk. It was the little dot that she had drawn. Her dot, all framed in swirly gold. Now it's special art. Humph! I can make a better dot than that. So she opened her never-before set of watercolors and set to work. Vashti painted and painted. A yellow dot, a green dot, a red dot, a blue dot. The blue mixed with the red, and she discovered she could make a purple dot. Vashti kept experimenting, lots of little dots and lots of little colors. Well, if I can make little dots, I can make big dots too. So Vashti splashed her colors with bigger brush on bigger paper to make bigger dots. Vashti even made a dot by not painting a dot. You see that? And soon she had this whole, can you see that whole gallery? All the artwork she made. Well, as a school art show was a few weeks later, and Vashti's many dots made quite a splash. And then Vashti noticed a little boy gazing up at her. "You're a really great artist," he said. "I wish I could draw." "I bet you can," said Vashti. "Me? No, not me. I can't draw even a straight line with a ruler." So Vashti smiled. She handed the boy a blank sheet of paper. "Show me." So the boy's pencil shook as he drew his line. Vashti stared at the boy's squiggle. And then she said, "Please, sign it." So there, encouraging each other to make art. So I hope you guys are at home doing lots of crafty art things, which I love. What's up, Tamil? Okay, so the next book is called It's Okay to Be Different. And I love this book because I love learning about all the ways that we are special and unique and how awesome everybody is in all the different ways. Let me see if I can set myself up a little bit better just for this to work. Let's see. Okay. It's Okay to Be Different by Todd Parr. It's okay to be missing a tooth, or 2 or 3. It's okay to need some help. And it's okay to have a different nose. That's what I'll do. It's okay to be a different color. It's okay to have no hair. It's okay to have big ears. It's okay to have wheels. That's cool. It's okay to be small, medium, large, or extra large. It's okay to wear glasses. It's okay to talk about your feelings. Roar when you're angry and stuff. Say, it's okay to eat macaroni and cheese in the bathtub. That's crazy. And it's okay to say no to bad things. It's okay to come from a different place. It's okay to be embarrassed. It's okay to come in last. It's okay to dance by yourself. I like that guy. It's okay to have a pet worm. It's okay to be proud of yourself. It's okay to have different moms. And it's okay to have different dads. It's okay to be adopted. It's okay to have an invisible friend. It's okay to do something nice for someone. It's okay to lose your mittens. It's okay to get mad. It's okay to do something nice for yourself. And it's okay to help a squirrel collect nuts. That would be nice. It's okay to have different kinds of friends. It's okay to make a wish. It's okay to be different. You are special and important just because of being who you are. The end. I love that book. Okay. And this is the last book. And again, I said this has to do with Humpty Dumpty. And this book picks up right after the nursery rhyme ends. So we left Humpty Dumpty all kind of broken and they couldn't put him back together. And he was probably pretty afraid. And this is about what he did and what he discovered when he faced his fears. Okay. After the fall. How Humpty Dumpty got back up again. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on this wall. I know it's a bit of an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together again. Well, most of me. Let's see that picture. This is very hard to do. See, he's on the floor when he used to be up in the bed. He says, there were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. Said, after that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. Look, all the yummy cereals are up on the top, and he's afraid to go up there. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I never could do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. But then one day, an idea flew by. Can you see what that is? Paper airplane. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. But day after day, I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. You see that awesome paper plane he made? The plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents can happen. Uh-oh. They always do. Do you see his plane? It's going up, 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 and over the wall. Ugh. His perfect plane. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it, but I was terrified. I didn't look up and I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Do you see? He's at the top of the wall. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. And then you can see it says crack, 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 and he's starting to crack open. Cracking, cracking, cracking. Hopefully, You'll remember me as the egg who got back up. You see that? What's happening? What's happening? And learned how to fly. So he was an egg. And he flew. And now he's up in the sky, soaring over. And I think that's awesome. So that was After the Fall by Dan Santat. And so I hope that in this kind of scary time with the virus and being home, that you guys are able to find some hope in this and find some courage, that if we are all facing all this together, it's going to be all right. And I hope you're at home making art if you want to. I think that this video is going to be up on Facebook for this week, maybe. And if you do some art at home and you want to share it, I think that would be super awesome if you take a picture of it and put it in the comments so that we could all see all the art that we made while we were at home. Because I know we're home doing art at least, so maybe you are. But anyway, again, I am Miss Sims, and thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Have an awesome night.